What's up, folks? G-Funk is back. I'm back, folks. Happy Friday, everybody. It is August 10th, and it is hot in New York. I don't know where everyone else is around the world or wherever you may be, but it is hot in New York. Hopefully it's the last day of our heat wave, so stay cool out there if you're in the New York area. A lot of stuff going on. Yankees, Giants preseason game last night. Wrestling. There's a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. Don't mind me if I'm a little... I just had a filling. I was at the dentist, that's why I had to change my time. But I'll go back to 12 o'clock next week for the show, but just because I had that dentist appointment, I couldn't switch. And I have a bum shoulder. I had to go to the doctor this morning. I got hurt at work, so I'm going to be out. I have to go to... Oh, hold on one second. I'm sorry. Okay, just make sure the dog was in. Anyways, yeah, so I hurt my shoulder at work, so I'm going to be out of work for a while. I have a badly strained right rotator cuff, and it hurts. Certain movements, reaching, picking up heavy stuff, so kind of sucks. So looks like I'm going to be on light duty for the next couple weeks till I go back to the doctor. And anyways, Yankees, after getting their brains beat out by the Red Sox last weekend, have won the last 4 games in a row. They swept the White Sox in Chicago. They beat the Rangers last night. Giancarlo Stanton finally, see, this is what I do. So I talk smack, I talk bad about these guys, and then they start doing well. Same thing with Neil Walker. Look at Neil Walker now. He hit 2 home runs last night. He's been tearing it up. Giancarlo Stanton's been hitting on home runs. So that's what I do. I freaking badmouth these guys, and then they freaking work their way back up to, finally doing what they're supposed to do and get, hit home runs and, get hits and play well. So, anyways, but I said the Yankees, I don't know, Aaron Judge is coming back. He definitely needs to come back soon. He is the leader of this team. Granted, he's in the dugout and stuff, but it's different when you're in the dugout than being on the field. So, Gary Sanchez, once they get Sanchez and Judge back in this lineup is going to be, as long as everyone else stays healthy and no one else gets hurt, this lineup's going to be impossible to get out, because if you got Gardner, Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Didi, Sanchez, Greg Bird, Aaron Hicks, who's hitting the ball very well, Gleyber Torres, the whole lineup from top to bottom is freaking awesome. Miguel Andujar is having a ridiculous season too. Two of our rookies are having great seasons. So that's huge. Like I said, it's still a long ways off. I think the Yankees, I don't think they'll catch the Red Sox. If they do, the Red Sox have to have a total collapse, and I don't see that happening. Otherwise, I think the Yankees will definitely, they signed J.A. Happ, they signed Lance Lynn. They both had two good outings. J.A. Happ's last night wasn't great, but it was good. He got the win. And Lance Lynn pitched the other night in Chicago and was awesome. So I think that's securing our rotation once we get in the playoffs, because as long as they stay healthy, and because Sonny Gray was not cutting the mustard. Wrestling has been working up to SummerSlam. I said I'm excited for SummerSlam, but I'm not. Some of the matches, Daniel Bryan against The Miz, New Day and Cesaro and Sheamus put on a ridiculous match the other night on SmackDown. I thought one of the best matches I've seen on tag team matches since SmackDown in a long time. And they'll be facing the Bludgeon Brothers for the tag team championship. That match is going to be good. The New Day, will they win for a 5th time? They're still pretty popular. I don't know. Bludgeon Brothers are just destroying everybody, so who knows? We'll see what happens. Becky Lynch will be going against Carmella, and now Charlotte Flair in a triple threat match for the WWE Women's SmackDown Championship, which I heard also might add Asuka to the match and make it a fatal 4-way, which I think she deserves to be in that match. I don't think Charlotte really deserves to be in that match. She just came back from injury, just got thrown into the match. That's kind of not fair, but she's the face of SmackDown woman-wise. But I love Becky Lynch. I hope Becky Lynch wins. She's one of my favorites. So we'll see what happens with her. I got some emails today I'm going to take. Anything else I wanted to talk about? I don't know if Mr. X is going to call in. I know it's been hard for him to call in, especially now that I had a later start time today. So if he calls in, great. Mr. X, if you're out there, you can call in. Great. If not, hopefully we'll get you on next week. My one friend Phil, shout out to my man P Nasty. He was going to join me and be my special co-host, but unfortunately he had something, and he couldn't make it as well. So I'm trying to get I'm trying to get Mr. X on regularly, but it's tough because we don't live close, and his work schedule and calling is tough. And P Nasty might be the way to go because he's been one of my new friends at work, and he's really cool, and he's about 15 years younger than me, so I have a little bit more of a different generation perspective with him, which would be kind of cool. But like I said, I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm going to see what he wants to do, but shout out to him if he's watching. And that's about it. Like I said, my mouth feels so weird. My whole left side, my tongue feels numb, and here because I got a filling, so it's like, oh, I hate it. I haven't had a cavity, knock on wood, in a long time up until recently, up until now. So so it kind of sucks, but otherwise, I got emails. I got a few emails, a couple hold on a second. Let me just get to my mail here. Oops. Okay, here we go. Mail. Okay, here we go. I have one from Yoshi Yamada. And she writes, "Hello, Jerry. My name is Yoshi. And I saw one of your videos on YouTube, which has only led to me watching more. It's quite entertaining and very well done without professional editing and studio work. Why, thank you. Trust me, if I had that, I wouldn't be doing this. I'd be doing this for money if I had all that professional shit. I am 40 years old and a bit of a wrestling fan, especially the old stuff, as well as American baseball." Sorry, something happened. There we go. I lost a spot here. American baseball. "Asian baseball leagues have become boring as well. We do not have free agency and frequent trading as you guys have in the United States. I've heard you answer questions from other viewers on the show. I think that is awesome. Would you accept challenges? Challenges are presented in a huge thing in Japan and would like to challenge you. Please show us how fast you think you can drink a soda." I don't drink soda, dude. It's bad for you. If I do once in a while and I'm drinking it fast, carbonation will make me spit it out. "Show us a trick with the TV remote control." I've never done anything with that before. "The loudest burp is frequently attempted on another show I watched on YouTube called Aka Aka and the Merry Wolves. But sorry, but it translates different in English. Let's hear yours." See, if I had soda, I probably could do it, so I'm not going to count that. The only question I have at this time is Americans all think all Asians are very intelligent. Have you ever met one of lower intelligence than you? Thank you for your time. I look forward to you taking on my challenges and answering my questions. Thank you. Thankfully, Yoshi. Yoshi, thanks for your questions, and yeah, keep sending them in and keep watching and spread the word. I have most of the Asians I've met, with the exception of maybe one or two, but it's been a long time, pretty smart. I really haven't met any that are maybe the same IQ as me, but none are really that much. I don't think I'm smarter than any Asian, but except for this one kid I used to work with back in the day, but like I said, he was on drugs and messed up. So, anyways, thanks for your thing. Deepak is back. Shout out to Deepak. My wife Renuka wanted to add one more question to my three below. At what age is it appropriate to put the child in a crib in her own room? As parents, we haven't made that leap yet, and Limdu is already approaching 15 months of birth. How do you approach this? For us, my daughter, it was probably around. We didn't wait too long to put her in the crib in her own room. We had the crib in our room for a little while. Then we put her in her room after maybe 5-6 months, maybe, give or take. My wife was kind of I went a little bit sooner, but she stretched it out a little bit longer. So I'm gonna say 5 or 6 months. You have some of the questions down below. Here we go. So very good. Please let me send inquiries about your next program. What advice would you offer a new parent? Parenting is tough, man. It's a day by day trial and error. I have my daughter is autistic, so it's a little more challenging for me and my wife, but we've adapted well. We've learned a lot about autism, and just talking to other people and talking to other people who have children, other parents who have children with the autism. So for me, it's a little more challenging. But my daughter's doing really well in school, and she's adapted so well. She's doing a lot more stuff we didn't think she was going to do. And we were really happy with the progress that she has. Going forward at the school she's at, she's doing really well, and we just see her getting better and better each day. How did your wife decide on your child's name? We kind of just went with Grace because she was hard. We had problems trying to have children, so it was hard. Once she was like our saving grace, so we kind of went with Grace because of that. And my niece kind of put that in our head too a little bit. She was like, oh, she's kind of your saving grace because you didn't think you were gonna ever have kids, So at the time, my niece was young, so for her to say that was kind of cool. But so she, what was I talking about? I'm sorry, I'm losing. Shoot, I'm sorry, I lost the space. Where was that? Hold on, I'm sorry, I pressed the wrong thing and I went back there. Oh, here we go. Okay, Deepak. Okay, here we go. So we went with Grace. We named the daughter Leapdu after my wife's deceased mother. That's cool. If your child wanted to follow in your footsteps in your career path, what advice would you offer? I don't know, man. I don't know how my daughter's going to be in the next 10, 15 years. Autism progresses either well or it doesn't. So, anyways, thanks, dude. It's good to hear from you. I'm glad everything's going well with you, and congratulations on marriage and a child, of course. It's awesome. And keep following, man. I'm glad to see you're still keeping. I got one from Ward Brower. Shout out to another class of alum 94 Mulberry class 94 alum, Mr. Ward. Sorry it's been so long since I wrote. I went through some changes in my life. First of all, Deborah and I broke up, and the wedding is not now happening. I'm sorry, man. That sucks. It turns out she had a prenuptial agreement written up that I did not think was fair to me or the wealth and that I and my family have amassed over the years. I gave her full access to all my money, even if she decides to leave me for cheating or anything else. I couldn't do it, Jerry, so I am back being single and ready to mingle. Maybe you have a friend, your wife, or somebody might have a cute friend for me, be interested in a skinny, very skinny, good-looking guy. I'll keep my eye out for you there, big guy. Over the past few months, I spent a lot of time in Belgium. I wish I could move there. It is so beautiful. Have you ever been to Europe, Jerry? Please tell me your thoughts. No, but my wife went to Europe when she was younger. They went to France, and my father-in-law's from Croatia. So went to Croatia to visit the family. So, but I've never been. Another business, I am one of the 3 people on the board that is planning the 25th high school anniversary of our class. We have a budget allocated, and one of them is for a DJ and a photo booth. But I want to ask if you will consider doing a live broadcast of your program from the reunion. We can discuss payment details, and it would certainly allow for free admission for you and a guest. Is this something you'd be interested in? I think it would be really cool to have a live broadcast with various alumni joining you on the show for a quick interview and catch-up session. That would be cool, man. And yes, email me details. And maybe I didn't go to the 20-year reunion, so I would like to go maybe the 25-year reunion, depending on when it is and time and where it's going to be at. So send me details about that. And I'll get back to you, Ward. So let me know. One thing about Belgium is that I cannot escape is the very lax laws around marijuana and prostitution, both of which have very negative stigma in the United States. Let me ask you, Jerry, in the case of prostitution, who is the victim? If you get a disease, then you are. But, hey, they want to do it. I spent over $2,600 one evening and had one of the best times of my life, and it really helped me forget about Deborah. It was done in a clean, respectful manner, and I've not only made new friends, but I have memories that I smile back on. As a guy that never really lucked out with ladies, as you know, I think this is kind of a service. Service is a blessing. What is your position? I'm married, man, so like I said, if I wasn't married, I might have a different opinion. But for me, like I said, whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever floats your boat. If anybody out there for the Class of 94 is listening, please be on the lookout for invites to the reunion we are planning for next year. We have a lot of special surprises lined up, and let me just put it this way, a guest will be coming back nobody's going to expect. It is not anyone we graduated with, but is someone we all know from the entertainment world. Thanks for listening, Jerry. I'm glad to be back and look forward to catching your program. Yours truly, too hot to handle and too cold to hold, Ward Brower. Ward, thanks, man. Keep following and let me know about the reunion thing. I'll get back to you on that. And we have another one from another alum class, a 90 Monroe class. I can't speak today because my tongue is all fucked up. A 94 Monroe class. Class of Monroe Class of 94 Monroe. I can't even speak. From Ian Jacobs. What's up, Ian? Hi, Jerry. Thank you again for interaction on your show. Me and my wife, Gail, and the fine men and women at Camp Lejeune appreciate your program and your patriotism. Jerry, if you could, please speak on the other famous Jerry of wrestling, the good old King Lawler. I watched wrestling back in the 90s, and it was good, and I want to talk about as one of my favorite personalities, the King. As I'm sure you know, his son Brian was found swaying in his jail cell like a human pinata. Yeah, he hung himself, unfortunately. Seems like the case where the tough love approach backfired. Had King paid the Grandmaster's bail, he'd still be alive. As a parent, so you think King made the right choice? I think the King doesn't make as much money as he does anymore. He's not working for WWE anymore. He's doing a lot of indie stuff. He comes back to WWE once in a while, but I don't think they're paying him a lot of money. So I think that's one reason why I couldn't bail out his son, but who knows? And I heard they weren't in talking term. They were having bad. They weren't in talking terms really when he got in trouble. So I don't know how that is, but it's really sad. Grandmaster Sexay, Brian Christopher, he was really funny, entertaining, and it was sad. He was only 46 years old. So, anyways, may he rest in peace. I'm not a parent, but the world of assistant night manager of all you can eat buffet franchises is no place for a child. But I'm curious to hear your take on the matter. Please give this some deep thought and consider this as this deep topic for my wife in particular, as she has had similar family situation in Hong Kong many years ago. No, it's really strange for a child. Yeah, I guess unless people are weird, man. Like you go to New York City, there's people walking their kids out at 3 o'clock in the morning in the street, like it's freaking the middle of the day. So some parents had their hands straight. Some parents are wacky, man. I don't know what to tell you about that. Also, I wanted to ask your thoughts about another topic near and dear to my heart, the restaurant business. Can you please list your top 10 chain restaurants? Curious of what you think. Chili's is probably one of my favorites. Fridays. Ruby Tuesdays was good, but it's kind of slacked off. Where else? Texas Steakhouse is really good. I haven't had any good experience at Outback. I've had nothing but bad experiences out at Outback. Trying to think, I haven't really been there that many, recently. Mostly Chili's and Fridays because they're the ones closest to where I live, and Ruby Tuesdays. But Ruby Tuesdays has kind of gone downhill the last few years. I used to like Bennigan's back in the day before they closed down. But otherwise, I haven't been to a Golden Corral. I'm trying to think what the other ones I've been to. Applebee's is okay. I'm not really a big fan. They're all right. Lastly, just to clarify from last week, it was indeed Matt Mancuso that ripped off my shirt and grabbed my breast very hard in front of the entire class. I remember Kevin Maloney, Dave Dunn, and Mike Marr were all laughing at me. It was in Mr. Connolly's gym class, and it was a moment in my life that fed me so much motivation to become the success I am today. I married a beautiful woman, I have a management position at an amazing restaurant chain, and I have 7 more payments to make on my Nissan Altima before it's all mine. Nissan Altimas are good cars. I am grateful to Yahweh and the blessings from the holy state of Israel for the path Matt put me on that day. Sorry to get emotional, but it's the truth. I'd love to catch up sometime, maybe give you a call. Anyway, be good, Jerry. Keep at it. You're extremely gifted and anticipate nothing but success for you. Your best and warmest regards, Ian Jacobs, Mulberry Class of 1994. P.S. I know I was asking about my old crew, Mike Carlino, Tom Romano in particular, and I thought about it. If you and Romano were standing side by side, you'd be Tom and Jerry. How many times did I hear that one, dude? Also, you never filled me in on what happened when your dad wrote to Bill Clinton and told that dishonest womanizing pig to stick it. I don't remember, dude. I really don't remember. I forgot. It's so long ago. Lastly, I'd love to get in touch with anyone from my Monroe School days except Matt Mancuso, of course. But if Tom Romano, Mike Carlino, or Kelly McKenna would like to reach out to me, please email me at ianjacobs@usa.com. Due to my position as assistant night manager Golden Corral, my day assistant manager advised I do not have a social media account. The price of success. Don't be shy, guys. Email me. Ian, thanks for reaching out. Thanks for the email. And guys, keep sending the emails, comments, questions, topics you want me to talk about. Anything you want. I'm all for it. What else I want to talk about? Yeah, I'm hopefully going to get Mr. X back, hopefully soon, and I might have my friend Phil join my co-host once in a while, not all the time, but we'll see. He couldn't do it today, but hopefully I'll be able to get in contact with him, see what he wants to do. That's about it, folks. It's hot out. Let's try to stay cool. It's our one last day of a whole week heat wave, pretty much. Fantasy football starting soon. I'm really pumped up. I'm running my league. I'm in my brother-in-law's league this year, so I'm pretty pumped up about that. Like I said, I watched the Giants last night. Saquon Barkley's first touch, he goes a 39-yard run. I'm really excited about football season, especially for the Giants this year after last year's total disaster. As long as our offensive line can give Eli and Saquon some time to do what they can do, I think they're going to be good offensive-wise, and Odell Beckham is healthy and 100%. Our defense still kind of is on the fence. It looks okay, but I'm not really sold. I mean, preseason really means nothing to me. Like I said, I didn't really watch most of it. I was slipping back and forth between that and the Yankee game last night, so we'll see what happens in wrestling. SummerSlam is a week away, I do believe. Yeah, the 19th. So I'm looking forward to that. More matches to be added. I'll do my review, my picks and predictions for that next week. And hopefully Mr. X will join me and do his picks and predictions with me, or Phil. But Phil's not much of a wrestling guy. So anyways, folks, that's it. That's all I got to talk about. I got to go because my tongue is so weird and it's like bothering me to talk right now. So until next week, folks, have a good weekend. And send me questions, comments, emails. jerrygman2376@yahoo.com. Until next time, folks, I got to go. I'll see you when I see you.
We some Southern boys with the promise strength.